Let's get this moving because we got no time. I'm trying to get this done in a good amount of time without it being too late. Right now we're what do you mean? Right now we're planning on getting done around 11:35. We're in the plane already. We're just gonna get going. Flying over to Philadelphia on the continuation of our schedule for our operations. Let's see here. We have 28 minutes to go. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
So let's go ahead and pull this up. I am behind. 28 minutes, not much time to plan and get things going, but it's just enough to do it well, so if that makes any sense. Okay. Frontier 23 to 40, service to Philadelphia, and we got runway 19 right in use. Okay, that's information we'll look at later. We'll depart here at 9:05, and then we get there around 11:35 p.m. So it's be a little bit late of a flight today. An hour and 56 minutes en route. 208 passengers and takeoff weight 175,682. Block 23,510. 21,774 on the mid takeoff fuel. Cost index is 8. Got 30 minutes of delay fuel. Baypo 2 departure, Quebec 99, and then over to the PATS 4 arrival into Philadelphia. Let's see, no NOTAMs to be aware of. 28, runway 28. So it looks like it just rained not too long ago. Some conditions are wet at the moment. Alright, approaches. Alternate's going to be JFK apparently. Okay, so looking at the weather here, we got altimeter is at, so some thunderstorms in the area. Scattered through 3,200 cumulus nimbus and broken 25. Altimeter 3009. Gotta go fast here, ladies and gentlemen. So we got less than 28 minutes to get this thing up in the air and going. We're simulating like we got a last minute flight. How about that? I don't know. Yeah, some lightning in the distance, north and northeast of the field. Thunderstorms beginning 12 minutes past the hour, and occasional. Over in Philly, we're looking like a 03 arrival time, so we'll look at this line. 5 statute miles missed, overcast 500, so we might get some IFR conditions over there. At the moment, it looks good. We have a legal alternate as well, so we'll continue. July 9th is our database. We're looking good. We'll go ahead and request that. They started refueling. Excellent. So that's looking good. Let's see. This is going to be a test of how fast I can get this airplane going. And then we did get our IFR clearance already from ATC, so that looks great. All our circuit breakers are looking good. I love the lag. This is on auto. Everything's looking good up here. Anti-ice is off. Great. Fuel pumps can stay off for a moment. What is going on with my check IR? Should be able to look that up without it bugging out on me. Alright, I got an idea. There you go. Alright, engine 1. Engine 2. Excellent. And then now we're coming down here. Everything's looking good on there. And we'll look at the Baypo 2 departure. Top altitude is 6,000. And we'll get that look at that later in a second here. Oil quantities looking good. That's good. Auto. quite warm back there. Be okay. Alright, brake temperatures are looking good and pressures on the tires are looking good. Good. Idle and cutoff norm and spoilers, ejector flaps are looking good. We'll get that set up here in a second. Park brake is set. Okay, great. So now we'll go ahead and do a Frontier flight 2340 over to Philly. Cost index is 8. Flight level today will be at, let's see, what did we file? Man, love it. Filed for 35,000. Outside temperature is 30 degrees. Wind request, return. We should get that coming back here in a little bit. Now we'll go ahead and get Tampa up in here. And right now we're expecting 19 right for departure. 19 right, Baypo 2. Let's look at our clearance now. So, Frontier flight 2340 cleared to Philadelphia, and we'll squawk 2266. Clear the Baypo 2 departure, Camjo transition, maintain 6,000, expect 350. Cool. So let's put the squawk 2266 in there, and Baypo 2 transition, or Baypo 2 departure, Camjo transition, and then it's pretty simple departure. We'll get a radar vector out and then direct to Finke. So 19 right, we'll climb at 187, and then to 540, then I'm heading 203 to get vectors to Finke. So pretty much we'll climb out and then turn at 540, we'll turn right to 03. Not a big issue there, we'll get our radar vectors there. We got Finke, Baypo, E-Cake, Wylon, Spring, Camjo, and then from there we'll continue on the Quebec 99 airway over to Hebar, Team, Balan, Wags, Ife, Winggood, Bali, Rain, Ogre, and then what's this, Pete, Baby Doll, and then here we'll go over here to Philly, and right now we're expecting the Pats 4 arrival. Let's take a look. Right now they're gonna expect runway 09 right over there. Okay, I haven't landed on that side yet, so that should be interesting. It's going to be marginally far. Fortunately, we're not going to be able to see the city again. But we'll land 09 right for departure, or for arrival. 09 right, okay. ILS Zulu. Okay, yeah, they only have one ILS, so... Okay, ILS Zulu, and we'll go into... I don't want to go to the Modena VOR. No. No, none of that. How do I go back? Gee, dang it. Pats 4, we're going to come in through Baby Doll, and we're going to go ahead and do, cool. Now we can look at this. So we got Baby Doll, Windy B, Godzilla, Krabby, Bukey, Jabo, what is this, Hedge. Looks like they're done refueling. We have 23,520. Sounds about right. So we'll go ahead and put that on. We'll double check the fuel in just a second before we confirm to bring passengers on board. Great, we at 23,520. Okay, I mean, we have what we need, so. Alright. And then from Hedge, I just hesitated there, really weird. Hedge, Canny, ESO, Pats, Turnbull, and then Weave, and then Ernie, excuse me. And then that's for 09 right and left. Cool. ILS would come into Asoksi, and then Keeley, 3,000, and then 1,800, and then capture glide slope down. Just approach to OOD, which is the Woodstown VOR.
Security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, cool. And that's our flight plan. Cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
23,520 pounds. Set and checked.
Seat belts.
On.
ADIRS.
Nav.
Barrow ref.
3009 set.
3009 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Okay, great. Let's finish off with our performance calculations. And we have a wet runway today, 19 right, and we got 175.7 on the takeoff weight. Correct. Flaps optimal, forks open, no anti-ice off, packs on, and that looks all good to me. And we'll got V1 blast off with a V6 or F56 and V256. Flaps 2 up 0.4, flex takeoff 47. Send that to the McDo 43, 56, 56. Flaps 2 up 0.4, 47. And that all of that stuff looks good. We'll get our flight prediction here in a little bit once we get our final low sheet. And we're looking good so far. Let me see, does this thing connected? Yep, we are in the pre-flight stage. It looks good. And we do need to get an ATIS report.
Good evening.
He's telling me they're still online. Nope, they have signed off. 135925. We might be able to get. They might sign off by the time I get up on the air, to be honest. Alright. Are you ready for the departure brief? Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Going to Unicom, Delta 69.
Go ahead.
Always good to see you, Howard.
Okay, we're on gate Echo 73 here. We're going to expect runway 19 right for departure, so we'll taxi via Victor and then Victor 8 all the way down to the runway. We got 11,000 feet of runway. No hotspots along that taxi route. And conditions are currently wet, so we have that calculated in our takeoff performance. Pretty long runway today, so should be no issue taking off today. For any issues prior to V1, we'll board takeoff, pull power to auto, apply the brakes, abort our takeoff. V1 speed is 143. We'll blast off and rotate at 56 and V2 56. For any failure after V1, we'll continue that takeoff and take it up in the air. We'll take off with the flaps 2 up 0.4, flex takeoff to 47 degrees. We'll do the Baypo 2 departure, which pretty much will climb straight out. Runway heading at 540 feet. We'll turn slightly right to 203. We'll get our radar vector over to Finke and then continue as follows from there. Our clearance got us climbing to 6,000, which says on the SID, and then expect 350 at 10 minutes after departure. Squawk 2266. For any engine or any failures during that, we'll just get our radar vectors over to Tampa and land there. 3009 set on the altimeter. Weather's looking pretty decent at the moment. VFR conditions, however, there are some spotted and isolated thunderstorms nearby, so we just have to make sure we're seeing and avoiding any convective build up there. But at the moment, there's no takeoff or on our departure. There's no thunderstorms along that route. There are some thunderstorms to the east that we might need to
Southwest 120, we're
circumnavigate if it gets in our
390,
way. But other than that, we're looking pretty good. Yeah. We're going to have a slight crosswind over to the right when we take off. Again, this will be a left-hand seat takeoff. So I'll be piloting command of today's flight. And they'll be doing the landing. And I'll also be taking control of the comms probably during the first part of the flight.
Good
All right.
evening.
Delta, good night, what are you saying,
Cooper is trying to eat the bath rug again.
May I see your
Oh,
boarding
1
pass?
second. You got it? Thank you. Marginal weather, yeah, that's fine. Pushback, yeah, that's good, that's good. 19 right, good, that's all looking good. Safe changes? Any questions?
All right, thank you for the little heads up.
Any
Yeah, I
questions?
was looking at the
No questions.
radar right now, and I'm like, man, they heavy falls
Great.
all over the place.
Alright, so we're all pretty much set up, ready to go. Trying to get out of here as fast as we can. It's going to be a late night. Planning on getting there around 11:30. So this is true Frontier fashion. Frontier always flies super late, at least from my experience. If you're on a Frontier flight, you're going to be flying late.
This way. Hello.
Thanks for the TT. Have a good weekend.
Welcome on board. This way.
Over to Intercom, good night, JetBlue 269.
Good evening. Hello. Hello. Good evening. May I see your boarding pass? Hello. Welcome on board. Hello. This way.
Delta 354, thank you, Jacksonville Center. You have a good evening, and if you're a father, happy Father's Day. Thank you.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Welcome on. Good evening. Hello. This way. Hello. Good evening. Hello. Boarding pass, please. Hello. Boarding pass, please. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome on board.
All right, any day now we'll get out of here.
This way.
Oh man, we still got 50 something left.
May I see your boarding pass? This way, please. Welcome on. Welcome on board.
Hello, Mr. Log.
Boarding pass, please. Good evening. May I see your boarding pass? Hello.
Oh my goodness, 50 more left. And we're delayed.
Welcome on board.
Southwest 167, if we can have runway, stand by.
Boarding pass, please. Hello. Hello.
Dang, it is. Come on, man. It's taking too long.
Southwest 167, if we can have runway 17 left on the R now. Expect the R now, runway 17 left approach, Southwest 167, thank you.
Welcome on. Hello. Boarding pass, please. Good evening. Good evening.
Clear Blakey and this time maintain 5,000, Southwest 167.
This way.
Repeat that, speed pilot, bug you out. Negative, we are just set for the final, we can get transition then though, maybe.
This way, please.
Yeah, if that works out, great. 10 degrees left and maintain 4,000, Southwest 167.
Alright, here we go. We are ready to go now. Send to McDill. Alright, that's looking good. We got our fuel prediction now. Excellent. Let's go into here. Sync final low sheet. Looks like just a little bit heavier. It's fine. It's the same thing. Alright. Cue from these guys that they're ready.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Clear to close.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
See you later. Before start checklist.
Parking brake.
Set and checked. Set and checked.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Okay. Set and checked. Set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
V1 143, VR 156, V2 156, flaps 2, takeoff temp 46 degrees. Set and checked.
Departure check completed.
Set and
Line
checked.
has been inserted.
V1 143, VR 156, V2 156, flex temp 46 degrees. Windows.
Closed. Closed.
Beacon.
On. On. Set and checked. Oh my.
Before start checklist completed.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we'd like to welcome you on board Frontier Flight 2340 service to Philadelphia. My name is Captain Gio. I'll be flying you over to Philadelphia today. Winds today are coming out from the west, and we're looking like a pretty smooth flight today, about an hour and 56 minutes. Apologize for the short delay getting out of here. We ask that you help to prepare cabin for departure by finding your seats and fastening your seatbelts. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. Cross-check, arm doors and cross-check standby for on call.
Release parking brakes.
I don't have a clearance yet.
Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. JetBlue 2826, thanks.
Frontier Flight 2340, ready for IF or clearance to Philadelphia.
Frontier Flight 2340, Tampa clearance, cleared to Philadelphia. Mapo 2 departure, Camjo transition, then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 118.8. Squawk 0221.
Cleared to Philadelphia. Mapo 2 departure, Camjo transition, then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 118.8. Squawk 0221. Frontier Flight 2340.
Frontier Flight 2340, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start. Frontier Flight 2340.
Delta 1104, runway 19er right, taxi via Zulu, Victor 8.
Runway 19er right, taxi via Zulu, Victor 8, Delta 1104.
Frontier Flight 2340, gate Echo 73, request pushback.
Frontier Flight 2340, Tampa ground, pushback approved. Face west.
Commencing push. All engines
Starting engine
pushback
2.
start at will.
Face west.
Okay.
Frontier Flight 2340.
JetBlue 2826, request taxi.
JetBlue 2826, runway 19er right, taxi via Victor 2, Victor 8.
Now let's go ahead and turn off the dome light to get our night vision going.
Victor 8, JetBlue 2826.
Southwest 2174, at gate Charlie Tree 4, request pushback and engine start. Southwest 2174, Tampa ground, pushback approved. Face north. Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. Southwest
Starting engine 1.
2174.
Okay.
Delta 1439, at gate Echo 68, request pushback.
Delta 1439, Tampa ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. Delta 1439.
Delta 1104, contact Tampa Tower 119.5.
Contact Tower 119.5, Delta 1104. JetBlue 192, gate Alpha
Set
10,
parking brakes.
request pushback and engine start.
Two good engine starts.
JetBlue 192, Tampa ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback approved. Face north. JetBlue 192.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off. Off.
ECAM status.
Checked. Checked.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
Set and checked.
Left is clear.
Pitch trim.
Right is clear.
0.4% set. Set and checked. He's bugging out, man.
Delta
Set and checked.
1439, taxi for departure.
Rudder trim.
Neutral.
After start checklist completed.
Flight controls checked.
Delta 1439.
Ready.
Runway 19er right. Taxi
Full up.
via Victor 4. Victor 8.
Full down.
Runway
Neutral.
19er right, taxi
Full
via
left.
Victor 4, Victor 8, Delta
Full right.
1439.
Neutral. Full left.
Southwest 2174.
Full right.
Request taxi.
Neutral.
Silver Wings 902.
Brake check.
Ramp 6 taxi via
Oh,
November.
rip Silverwings. They don't exist anymore. They
Pressure
were
0.
just ceased operation not too long ago.
Ramp 6 via November. Delta. Hold short runway 28.
Clear left side.
Silver Wings 902. Southwest 2174. Runway 19er left taxi via Golf. Golf 6.
Clear left side.
Charlie 7. Runway 19er left taxi via Golf. Golf 6. Charlie 7.
Clear right side.
Southwest 2174.
JetBlue 192, taxi for departure.
Taxi checklist.
Clear right side.
JetBlue 192. Runway 19er left taxi via Golf.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Charlie
Checked. Flap setting.
Config 2.
Runway 19er left
Config
taxi
2.
via Golf.
Radar and
5
predictive
Charlie,
wind shear system.
On.
7 JetBlue 192.
On. On.
Flight 2340, taxi for departure.
Set and checked. Oh my gosh.
Silver Wings 902.
Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Continue taxi via November.
Normal.
Hold short
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Cross runway 19er left at November. Continue taxi via November. Delta. Hold short
Takeoff no
runway
blue.
28. Silver
Taxi
Wings
checklist
902.
completed.
Southwest 2174. Contact Tampa Tower 119.5. Over to Tower 119.5. Southwest 2174. See you. JetBlue 2826.
Lieutenant cease for
Contact
takeoff,
Tampa
please.
Tower 119.5.
Contact Tower 119.5. JetBlue 2826.
Silver Wings 902.
Can I get my taxi clearance, please?
Continue taxi via Delta. Foxtrot 2, Foxtrot. Cross runway 28 at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta. Foxtrot 2, Foxtrot. Silver Wings 902. Delta 1439. Contact Tampa Tower 119.5. See you.
Over to Tower 119.5, Delta 1439. Have a good evening.
Southwest 2277. Gate Charlie 3 4 taxi via Charlie 3. Charlie. Golf 4. Golf.
Gate Charlie 34 via Charlie 3, Charlie, Golf 4, Golf, Southwest 2277.
I want to start taxiing.
JetBlue 192. Contact Tampa Tower 119.5.
Over to Tower 119.5, JetBlue 192. Take care.
Frontier Flight 2340. Runway 19er right taxi via Victor 8.
Runway 19er right taxi via Victor 8, Frontier Flight 2340.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Besides a car coming. Fuel truck. I love the lighting in the sim. It looks much better than the previous version of this sim, I should say.
Southwest 1578. Gate Charlie 30. Request pushback.
Southwest 1578. Tampa ground.
Hello, Daniel.
Pushback approved. Face east.
Got a late night stream today.
Pushback approved. Face east. Southwest 1578.
Nice, you just got back home. Wow, you guys were there pretty late then, huh?
Envoy 3668. Tampa ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. Envoy 3668.
Yeah, I got back and I was like, I really wanted to play Flight Sim. And I was like, why not do a flight? We got, tomorrow's Sunday. Like, we have big, I have no reason to sleep in. What am I saying right now? Pretty much I was like, why not do it? So I got on and I started playing it out like, oh wow, we're departing at 9 o'clock. That's late. And then on top of this, we get there around 11:30. So I'm like, oh, you know what? What is it? True Frontier fashion to have a late night flight. So why not? I'm not old. I can stay up a little bit.
Southwest 1578. Taxi for departure.
Okay.
Southwest 1578. Runway 19 left.
I ate so much today. It was I got a second plate. It was so good. The food was so good today.
Left taxi via Golf 6. Charlie 7. Southwest 1578.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Cabin crew has been notified to sit down.
Flight 2340. Contact Tampa Tower 119.5.
Contact Tower 119.5. Frontier Flight 2340.
Tampa Tower Frontier Flight 2340 ready to depart. Holding short runway 19 right.
Frontier Flight 2340, Tampa Tower. Wind 250 at 7. Fly heading 360. Runway 19 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 360. Runway 19 right. Cleared for
Line up
takeoff.
checklist.
Frontier Flight 2340.
Approaching. 1.
Takeoff
9.
runway.
Right.
Runway 19 right confirmed.
Runway 19 right confirmed. Takeoff runway confirmed. Approach path clear of traffic. TCAS.
TARA.
On runway. 1.
Pax 1
9.
and 2.
Right.
On.
For departure. Runway 19 left.
On. Set and checked.
Southwest 15.
On.
Lineup checklist completed.
Thank you.
250
Take off.
7. Fly heading 340. Runway 19 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Check.
Fly heading 340. Runway 19 left.
All right, 50%.
Southwest 1578.
Man flex 40 degrees. SRS runway auto throttle blue. Man flex 46 degrees. SRS runway auto throttle blue.
Checked. Thrust set.
Thank you. And I need the new computer.
100 knots.
Checked. Gear up.
Roger. Hold short of 19 left for traffic.
Gear up.
Country 364.
Oh my gosh.
Sun Country 364. Runway 19 left. Line up and wait.
There's a Southwest taking off too. I'm gonna make sure I'm clear of
Line
that.
up and wait. Runway 19 left. Sun Country 364.
We'll turn right 360.
Frontier Flight 2340. Contact Tampa departure.
Climb thrust.
Contact Tampa departure. Frontier Flight 2340. See you. Tampa departure. Frontier Flight 2340. 1,900 feet.
Frontier Flight 2340. Tampa departure. Radar contact. Clear direct Finky. Resume to Bago 2. Climb maintain 17,000.
Clear direct Finky. Resume to Bago 2. Climb maintain 17,000. Frontier Flight 2340.
Set altitude 17,000.
JetBlue 2826. Contact Jacksonville Center 133.325.
Contact Jacksonville Center.
Flaps 1.
3.325.
Speed checked.
JetBlue 2826.
Flaps 1.
Tampa departure. Southwest 1570. Good evening. 1,700.
Southwest 1578. Tampa departure. Radar contact. Clear direct Layson. Resume to Gandhi 8. Climb maintain flight level 190.
Clear direct Layson. Resume the Gandhi 8. Climb maintain flight level 190. Southwest 1570.
Climbing nicely. Directed Finky going up to 17,000. And we'll be cleaning up our flaps here in a little bit. Get some clouds. Get some nice night lighting today as we climb through the dark skies. It's been a little while since we've done a true night flight. You get I love the lighting in this game is really good, so it's like it really stands out when we do a night flight.
Sun Country 364. Tampa departure. Radar contact. Clear direct Layson. Resume to Gandhi 8. Climb and maintain.
I feel like our performance is really bad right now, honestly, because I am pushing 900 feet per minute and I'm barely increasing in speed. I mean, our engines are performing just as they should.
Delta 1439. Contact Jacksonville Center 133.325.
Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Contact Jacksonville Center 133.325. Delta 1439.
Just make sure we're staying clear of any thunderstorms. There's a thunderstorm to the northeast of us right now, so I want to make sure we're staying clear of that.
Tampa departure. Envoy 3668. Good evening. 700 feet.
Autopilot 1 on.
Envoy 3668. Tampa departure. Radar contact. Clear direct Layson. Resume to Gandhi 8. Climb maintain 17,000.
You can barely see the. You
Clear
can see.
direct Layson. Resume the Gandhi 8. Climb maintain 17,000. Envoy 3668.
Have you guys heard of the game called Ahoy? It's hasn't released. It's a pirate game. Looks really good, but it requires friends. So you guys should look into that because I want to play it. Look at these clouds right now. They look amazing. The way the city lights reflect off of it, it's really nice. Yeah, right now we are 250 knots, 9 degrees of pitch, and we're getting 2,500. It's not terrible. Actually, now it's a little better. Before I was a little concerned. I was like, usually with the Airbus we can zoom out of here, but we are kind of heavy, to be honest. 175. And our max takeoff weight, does it show our max? No.
Tampa departure, Southwest 3569, 500.
Our max takeoff weight is 213, so well, we're still like 30,000 pounds short. Oops, short 30,000 pounds short of it, but.
Contact Miami Center 132.35, Sun Country 364.
Landing lights off.
Southwest 3569, Tampa departure, radar contact, clear direct LASIK, resume to Gandhi 8. Climb and maintain 160.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not too sure because I do know that you need. I think they might have an opportunity to play single player, but the game is based off of multiplayer, really. But I don't know how many friends, honestly. They didn't really say because the game just recently been announced, so we don't even know when it's going to come out. I think it's going to come out sometime next year. So you have a year to prepare. But I like the game, and you might like the game because of this reason too, Daniel. The game is primarily based off of it. It's not. They didn't cartoonize or make the game arcadish. It's actually based off of real history of like the West Indies and the Caribbeans. So at least that's what they're trying to portray. They're actually trying to portray realistic, historical pirate history. And I like that. And it looks really good. And it's basically like you and a buddy, you get a command a ship, and you are... right now they have like an arena mode that they announced, and it's just pretty much like... you and the other players go against each other in pirate battles, boat ship battles. But then they plan on doing an open world where they actually have like you and a buddy get to set sail and just like go trade and maybe even go fight other players, stuff like that. Looks really interesting. There's the last little bit of the sunset still remaining over there that you can see by the orange clouds. That's us.
Contact Jacksonville Center 33325.
33325.
Center on 33325, Frontier Flight 2340.
I was going to use Jacksonville Center on Batson,
Jacksonville Center, Frontier
but
Flight
it was just one person and there's like literally 2-3 people flying. And I'm not going to sit here staring at the screen for hours while he's online. So.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 350.
He seems out of breath.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Frontier Flight 2340.
Aeromexico 435. Contact Miami Center 132.35.
It's like our top of design will be at 0304, and then we'll be on the ground around 0327 maybe. Yeah. 0327. So it's right on the money of where we need to land at. We need to be in a block of 0319 to 0329. So we're cutting it pretty close, but we're still on time. Apart from departing 5 minutes late. Is that I-75? Might just be I-75. Or that might be US 41. Yeah, that's US 41 just up ahead of us right there on the row of lights. Alright, 18,000 feet. We'll go ahead and standardize the altimeters. You got SCDs for you and me.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 184. Now.
We can probably consider turning off there you go. There's the backlighting. We can start turning off the seatbelt signs. It seems pretty smooth for now. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, give you a quick update. Climbing through about 19,000 feet. We'll be leveling off at 35,000 feet here. Right now we're looking at on-time arrival to Philadelphia. We'll get you wheels on the ground around 11:27, and then get you at the gate around 11:35. And we apologize for the short delay getting out of Tampa. Right now winds are in our favor today, pushing us towards Philadelphia. And we'll start our top of descent here around 11 o'clock. So you can expect the seatbelt signs to stay off for now. If we encounter any random turbulence, we do ask that you do keep your seatbelts fastened when you are in your seat, as we could expect that random turbulence. And again, we thank you for choosing America's greenest airlines. Alright. The fun part has begun. Now let's just sit and wait.
Frontier Flight 2340, contact Jacksonville Center 127.8. Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too.
Contact Jacksonville Center 127.8, Frontier Flight 2340.
They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together all the way. Feel like dances in your eyes.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center, Roger.
You know, the three other airplanes that are flying with me, they're like I feel like they're like really high up there. This one not so much, but that one just disappeared out of view. That one is going the opposite way of me. They're 6,000 feet above us, so yeah, actually they're not too bad. This one up ahead of me is 1,000 feet above me. So this is the last flight on our schedule. I really wanted to fly today so I can get some flying done for the airline. I didn't do any flying this week, so did not make any good progress for our career here. So we're trying to make up for it. Try to do one tonight and maybe one tomorrow. I know Mediana's going to be busy doing girl things tomorrow, so that gives me the ability to do things on the sim tomorrow. Because we do need 500 points in order to rank up to the next pilot rank. So this will probably give us a good 100 points, and then another one tomorrow will give us another 100 or so.
Jacksonville Center 135.325. FedEx 755 Heavy.
I gotta pick up dog food tomorrow. Cooper's gonna have a small breakfast, unfortunately.
Jacksonville Center 135.325. Have a good evening. Center on 135.325, Region 430. Have a good evening. JetBlue 2826. Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4. Center on 134.4. JetBlue 2826. JetBlue 192. Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4. Have a good one. Center on 134.4. JetBlue 192. Take care. Southwest 3110. Contact Jacksonville Center 135.325. See you. Contact Jacksonville Center 135.325. Southwest 3110. JetBlue 2332. Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4. Center on 134.4. JetBlue 2332. Have a good evening. Delta 1439. Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4. Center on 134.4. Delta 1439. Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1578. Leaving flight level 3902 for flight level 400. Southwest 1578. Jacksonville Center. Good evening. Frontier Flight 2340. Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4.
Contact Jacksonville Center 134.4. Frontier Flight 2340. Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 2340, out of flight level 285 for flight level 350.
Oh, it's so dark.
Frontier Flight 2340. Jacksonville Center. Copy. Delta 763. Contact Jacksonville Center 126.75. Contact Jacksonville Center 126.75. Delta 763. Have a good one.
Only the passengers can sleep back there. Get a nice little nap in. Alright, coming up to 32,000 feet. We're having a nice tailwind pushing us to Philadelphia, where it doesn't really change our time much, but at least we're still on time. Alright, we'll got another hour and 20 minutes until it's time to start our descent, so sit back, relax, enjoy the flight.
Frontier Flight 2340, contact Jacksonville Center 133.7.
Center on 133.7, Frontier Flight 2340. Jacksonville Center, Frontier
1,000 to go.
2340, good evening. Out of flight level 340 for flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center. Copy. Jacksonville Center, JetBlue 2826, flight level 370. 2826, Jacksonville Center, roger. Southwest 262, contact Jacksonville Center 132.3.
Traffic, traffic.
Southwest 262.
Allegiant 430, contact Jacksonville Center 132.3. Have a good evening.
Contact Jacksonville Center 132.3, Allegiant 430. Clear of conflict.
Frontier Flight 2340, contact Jacksonville Center 132.3. Have a good one.
Contact Jacksonville Center 132.3, Frontier Flight 2340. Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 2340, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center.
Contact Jacksonville Center 120.85. Frontier Flight 2340. Take care. Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 2340, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center. Turn right, heading 220, climb and maintain flight level 400, Moxie 531. Frontier Flight 2340, contact Jacksonville Center 132.5. Have a good one.
Contact Jacksonville Center 132.5. Frontier Flight 2340. Have a good evening. Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 2340, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center, Roger. Frontier Flight 2340. Contact Jacksonville Center 124.7.
Contact Jacksonville Center 124.7. Frontier Flight 2340. Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 2340, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center, roger. Jacksonville Center, American 1699. Good evening. Descending via stop car 4, flight level 232. American 1699, Jacksonville Center. Frontier Flight 2340, contact Jacksonville Center 133.45. Take care.
Contact Jacksonville Center 133.45, Frontier Flight 2340. Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 2340, good evening, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Jacksonville Center. Frontier Flight 2340, contact Washington Center 135.2.
Center on 135.2, Frontier Flight 2340. Washington Center, Frontier Flight 2340, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center. Frontier Flight 2340, contact Washington Center 124.05.
Contact Washington Center 124.05. Frontier Flight 2340. See you. Washington Center, Frontier Flight 2340. Good evening. Flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center. Frontier Flight 2340, contact Washington Center 118.75.
Center on 118.75. Frontier Flight 2340. Washington Center, Frontier Flight 2340. Good evening. Flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center, copy.
Contact Washington Center 127.75, Frontier Flight 2340. Washington Center, Frontier Flight 2340, good evening, flight level 350.
Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center, roger. Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center. Expect path 4, runway 90 right. Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center. Expect path 4, runway 90 right. Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center.
Frontier Flight 2340, approaching our top of descent. Ready for descent.
Okay, sorry, I was folding laundry.
After law, cleared via PATS 4, pilot's discretion descend and maintain flight level 270, Philadelphia Airport landing runway 9 right.
Cool, so after Godzilla, we can go ahead and circle 7. Let's take a look at the weather over there. Overcast 1,200, marginally afar, so not bad. Winds 070 at 12. Temperature 17, 07 at 12. Temperature double one. Category D. We're looking good off that. Radio nav 1.9.3 set.
Frontier Flight 2340. Contact Washington Center 132.55.
0.7.
Contact Washington Center 132.55. Frontier Flight 2340. Have a good one. Good evening, Washington Center. Frontier Flight 2340. Descending via PATS 4. Flight level 350.
Okay. We can do low auto brake. And reversers. We do idle. Let's try idle, no reverse, see what happens. We have pretty much a direct headwind, and we have 12,000 feet of runway available, so you can try to save engine life. Alright, let's go ahead and still got quite a bit of ways to go, so we can descend at pilot's discretion, so we'll wait. We still got like 120 miles to go. give some time for people to find their seats. Ladies and gentlemen, you may notice that seatbelt signs have been turned on. Have been turned on. We start our descent here in the next couple minutes. If you can find your seats and fasten your seatbelts. We'll be on the ground in Philly in the next 20 minutes or so. I can probably tell you guys can hear the conversation in the background. It's my wife talking on the phone, screaming into the phone, I should say. Why do you gotta talk so loud? Approach checklist. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. He's like slow behind he's like not responding at all. Approach checklist. Bird on. I have control. Why does it keep saying bird on? No, I don't want bird on. Okay, we're gonna skip that checklist apparently. Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
Now it works. Why didn't it report? 2992 set.
2992 set. Seatbelts.
On. On.
Minimum.
221 feet set and checked. Set and checked.
Auto brake.
Low. Set and checked.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist completed.
Put a little bit of speed brakes out there. Got IFR conditions now, overcast 900 feet.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet. Altimeter 3013. Frontier Flight 2340.
Gotta keep an eye out for oxygen conditions. Yep.
Center on 132.05. Frontier Flight 2340. Washington Center, Frontier Flight 2340, descending by Pat's Forward, flight level 212.
Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center, Roger.
Three, 0, 1, 2, set, passing, 17,300. Now.
Alright, saturated temperature, we're well above 10 degrees Celsius, so we are good with anti-ice.
Frontier Flight 2340, contact Washington Center 125.45. Have a good evening.
Contact Washington Center 125.45. Frontier Flight 2340. Washington Center, Frontier Flight 2340, descending via Pat's Forward, 5,300 feet.
Frontier Flight 2340, Washington Center, copy. Frontier Flight 2340, descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Frontier Flight 2340.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Frontier Flight 2340. Contact Philadelphia, approach 124.35.
Contact Philadelphia approach. Frontier Flight 2340. Philadelphia approach. Frontier Flight 2340. Good evening. 10,600 feet with information Bravo.
Frontier Flight 2340 Philadelphia approach. Altimeter 3013, expect radar vectors for ILS Victor runway 09er right.
Altimeter 3013, expect radar vectors for ILS Victor runway 09er right. Frontier Flight 2340.
Okay, so they want us to do the ILS Victor now, which is literally the same thing. So it's just, but there's a different minimums attached to it. ILS Victor, they don't have it. They don't have it, so. But it's pretty much the same thing. However, it's just for converging approaches. So the only difference it looks like is the minimums is at 668. Which minimums we need 1.5 statute miles of visibility. And ceiling is at like 900 feet. So we should be good.
$1,000 to go.
You can see the overcast layer and the city lights below it. That is amazing. It's really good. Hold this heading here to level off. more instructions to turn.
Frontier Flight 2340, turn right, heading 345 vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 345, Frontier Flight 2340.
Frontier Flight 2340, descend and maintain 5,000.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Frontier Flight 2340.
One 1,000 to go.
Okay.
Frontier Flight 2340, turn right, heading 055, intercept the 9er right localizer.
Turn right, heading 055, intercept the 9er right localizer, Frontier Flight 2340.
Alright, 055, we'll intercept the localizer on that
Frontier Flight
heading mode
2340,
lock.
13 miles from line, turn right, heading 075, maintain 1,800 until established. Cleared ILS Victor runway 09er right.
Turn right, heading 075, 1,800 until established. Cleared ILS Victor runway 09er right, Frontier Flight 2340.
Alright, there's the localizer, lock star. Let me go up to 3,000 first. We'll just hold 3,000 until we get to that point right there. That's the, I don't want to go below that. We're on the approach.
1,000 to go.
Check. I want to start slowing down now. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Cabin crew cease for landing, please. Flaps 2.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
2,500.
Gear down. Gear down.
Gear down.
Glide slope star. Glide slope capture.
Over to Tower 13541, Frontier Flight 2340.
Radar altimeter alive.
Philadelphia Tower, Frontier Flight 2340, ILS Victor runway 09 right. Runway 9 right cleared to land, Frontier Flight 2340.
I have control.
You have control.
At least we can see somewhat the ground. Should be able to descend below it here in a little bit. Minimum 668. If we see the approach lighting system, we can go down to 121 feet. Landing checklist.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Checked.
Landing no blue. Set, checked.
Landing checklist completed.
Excellent. Alright, approach lighting system is in sight. Runway is in sight. Checked.
Approaching 09 right.
Minima.
Continue.
Retard. 10.
No reversers?
Spoilers. No reverse engine 1 and engine 2. Decel.
Checked. I love the stuttering. Just hold it steady. I don't know why it's giving me such poor performance now.
70 knots.
Oh my gosh.
Frontier Flight 2340, exit left at uniform.
It's like all this stuff just loaded in right there and then.
Exit left at uniform.
But at least we were able to get a smooth landing before it got bad. Alright, we can turn left here onto uniform, and we're still braking. Okay, great. At least it's got laggy towards the end there, but it looks like it's starting to smooth out now. And like the last minute things were loading in. Probably the city loaded in just as we came onto the runway, but like I said, at least it did it on the rollout, not on the flare or anything like that. Usually when it's on the flare, that's when it's a recipe for a bad landing. I feel like that one was a decent landing. It felt good to me. Let's see. The landing software probably told me otherwise. Let's just continue. I forget what gate we go to. I think it's Echo here too.
Contact ground 121.9er. Take care.
Ground 121.9er. Frontier Flight 2340.
I'm just gonna keep taxiing. I don't care. You know we're gonna go on to Papa.
Frontier Flight 2340. Request taxi to the gate.
I think we go to Echo Gates.
Frontier Flight 2340. Welcome to Philadelphia Airport. Stay parking or advise if you need assignment.
Request ramp Echo 4. Frontier Flight 2340.
Frontier Flight 2340. Ramp Echo 4 taxi via uniform. Papa. Echo. Hold short runway 9er left.
Ramp Echo 4 via uniform. Papa. Echo. Hold short runway 9er left. Frontier Flight 2340.
Smooth now.
Flight 2340. Cross runway 9er left.
Papa Echo.
Continue taxi via Papa. Echo. Echo 4. Hold short runway 17.
Cross runway 9er left at Echo. Continue taxi via Papa. Echo. Echo 4. Hold short runway 17.
Brother.
Frontier Flight 2340.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Wing 529. Contact Philadelphia Tower.
Alright, they want us to go all the way down to Echo and then down Echo 4.
Over to Tower 118.5, the Spirit Wings 529.
After landing checklist. What time is it? We're actually
Radar and
early.
predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist completed.
We have to get at the gate by 11:35, so we got about 7 minutes to spare. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, man. Thanks for watching. Strobe light off. Oh, it's because they want me to go all the way over there. They think I'm going to the ramps all the way over there. That's why I should have. Okay, I should have just done my own thing. That's fine. We're not too far from it anyway, so we'll just continue on as directed. Strobe light on.
Approaching. 27, right.
Runway 17 at Echo 4. Continue taxi via Echo, Echo 4, Delta 4, Delta.
Cross runway 17 at Echo 4. Continue taxi via Echo, Echo 4, Delta 4, Delta, Frontier Flight 2340.
Strobe light off. Sorry, I forgot to tell you to turn that off. Strobe light off. Thank you. Taxi light off. Why isn't the lighting lights off, bro? What the heck? Alright, below 10%. Beacon, come on. Alright. Parking checklist.
Parking, brake, or chocks.
Set and checked. Set and checked. Set and checked.
Engines.
Off. 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 Set and checked. Alright. He's gonna make this so hard to finish off. Off. Alright. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secured. Jetway is connected. You are free to commence deboarding. Okay. Let's see how he did. Let's take a look outside real quick before we shut her down all the way. So before we do that, let's turn off the APU. It is laggy, he does not like this at all. Alright, there's our airplane, the Shark, Copper the Shark, I believe. Chopper. Anyways, let's go ahead and call it a night. It is so laggy, he does not like to deal with this. So let's take a look. Flight report. 100%, nice. I got a landing rate of 168, which is money, dude. That is perfect. That's such a nice landing. And everything else was 100%. So, really good landing. I like that one. We were right on in the touchdown zone on the center line. You see, we got a little bit off. That's when the lag started to happen. So, I was kind of just like trying not to put so much control input into it, because then the lag like exaggerates that 09 right, wind direction was coming in from the left there, so we had a little bit of crosswind, but decent landing on the center line. Really happy with that landing. So good flight. And the fact that I was in Philly makes it even better. That means, like, you know, performance isn't the best here, so I was really happy we were able to get a good landing out of it. I was fully expecting it to lag out and crash out from there. Alright. We'll see you next time. See, we're at 1,615, so we still got quite a bit to go. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next flight, hopefully tomorrow.